Hello, Gemini, and welcome. This will be a general weekly reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for August 19th through August 25th. Having said that, dates are flexible and approximate. Also, it is a general reading, so it will not resonate with everyone. So take anything that does resonate and leave the rest behind. And what I do is from the major arcana, I ask for one card to represent the overall energy, and then from the minor arcana, a card or cards for the physical, spiritual, and mental realms. So you have Judgment reversed as the overall energy here. So I kind of feel like this is like a stuck energy, or I don't know, like almost like I have a feeling of like being unfair to yourself, kind of like holding on to the past and maybe almost like judging yourself for it, like self-judgment, like beating yourself up over old stuff. I feel like a stale, stagnant energy of like old stuff. But let's see what the rest of the cards have to say here. So in your physical realm, we have the Five of Swords with the Eight of Cups beneath it here. So, all right, the Five of Swords. So there's been, or is, not there, you may experience in this week some sort of a disagreement, some sort of maybe even a war of words with someone. Okay, now this will vary for each of you because I don't have a strong feeling either way. So Gemini, it could be that you are the figure here that took the swords away from others. So you might have been a little sharp with someone, or you might find yourself being a little sharp with someone. Maybe you put someone down, or this also, it could be the opposite. It could be that someone has or is going to be rude to you or put you down, or in some way, shape, or form kind of like hurt you with, I feel, words here. Yeah, I feel as though there's kind of like a war of words, and someone is kind of like more cruel to another. Again, for some of you, Gemini, you might be the recipient of those like harsh words, or you might be the speaker of those. And so with the Eight of Cups, I feel as though you are going to walk away from this situation, from this person. So, okay. And for some of you, I feel with the Five of Swords that you feel taken advantage of this week, and you are walking away from it. You're turning your back on it. I just got the feeling turning a blind eye. Some of you might be turning a blind eye, like almost ignoring it. No judgment here. I'm not saying you should or shouldn't ignore it. And some of you are removing yourself from the situation. Okay, so the specifics here will vary, but there's some sort of a situation where either there are harsh words spoken, or someone is taken advantage of here. Not behind someone's back. I mean, this is something that you know about. This is something you're witnessing or experiencing, and you're leaving it behind, walking away, or turning a blind eye toward it, ignoring it. Okay, and this is your mental realm. So what's on your mind is conflict. What's on your mind is conflict. Now, what I do like about the conflict showing up here with the 5, I mean, there are other cards that can indicate conflict, right? But what I do like about the 5 of Wands representation of it is that I don't feel as though it's serious or overwhelming, and I feel as though you are on equal footing with these other people or this other person in this situation, this conflict. And somehow this overall energy of judgment reversed. Again, maybe you're being too harsh on yourself, beating yourself up. If you might be too hard on yourself about how you handle the situation, about how you handle conflict. You might be upset with yourself for being too harsh. You might be upset with yourself because you think you weren't harsh enough. But Gemini, definitely those thoughts and feelings do not serve you at all. It looks like there might be a little bit of negative momentum going on here, but you can change that. You can change that, okay? Your focus, you can get out ahead of this conflict this week, especially if you're viewing this in advance and maybe you recognize that there's something going on with someone, maybe at work or in a relationship, and you can see this energy building, but you can get out ahead of it. Now, in the spiritual realm, we have the Queen of Wands on top with the Ace of Swords beneath it. So your message from the universe is super positive here, Gemini. So maybe that's why with the 5 of Wands, I never feel like it's a serious conflict. I feel like it's a minor conflict or a competition or what have you. So I feel as though you come out on top. Okay, Queen of Wands, I feel as though this represents you, Gemini. It doesn't matter male or female, it's the energy. So the Queen of Wands is a very aligned figure, very confident, very outgoing, very attractive, very charismatic, can be lots of fun. And I feel as though the universe is telling you, is letting you know, this is who you really are, Gemini. This is who you really are. This is who you turn out to be in this situation. Like bring your charisma to it, bring your likability to it. It doesn't need to, it's kind of like this conflict doesn't need to take on a life of its own. You are more in alignment than that. You know what I feel like this card is letting you know? That you have the power of your positive vibration, your positive frequency, your positive energy that you put out there in the world, and that you can get others to respond to you in a positive way. So I feel as though the universe is saying, whatever this conflict is, it does not need to go any further. It does not need to grow. It does not, maybe it doesn't even need to happen if you're watching this in advance and you can get out ahead of it. But this Queen of Wands is a really, really positive, aligned energy. So I feel like you are in charge. And you really can get others to respond positively to you, Gemini. So now with the Ace of Swords beneath it, I feel as though there's a brand new opportunity for new starts, new communication. It'll vary for each of you, but it's possible like a new start with this person or these people with whom you've had a conflict, or this disagreement is leading to a new understanding or a new opportunity. And I feel as though you are at the helm of it with the Queen of Wands coming out on top, Gemini. So all in all, a really positive message here from the universe. So in a way, I feel like a positive outcome. So while there might be some disagreement, or situation that is a little contentious here, it could be the walking away that is leading you to this Queen of Wands and Ace of Swords energy here in the spiritual message, in the message from the universe here. So this is really a positive message for you, Gemini. What seems like some negative energy does not really need to take hold and stay put with this. I love this as the message here. So Gemini, if this does resonate with you, if you find yourself in some sort of a conflict, a disagreement, a war of words with others, and it looks like you remove yourself from it, but you, in your positive, outgoing, charismatic personality, have some new Ace of Swords opportunity, again, and I feel like a new start, a new way of communicating, some new experiences, some new knowledge. And look at these, also look at the Queen of Wands here with the crown on her head, and the Ace of Swords here, the sword with the crown at the top. So I feel as though you, in this really fabulous personality of yours here, Gemini, have a new opportunity to take something to fruition, to culmination here with this the crown, right? Public recognition, taking it, from ace to king even, so to speak. Okay, Gemini. Well, it is a general reading. It will not resonate with everyone, but if it does resonate with you, the thing you want to focus on here is the message from the universe, the Queen of Wands with the Ace of Swords. Thank you so much for being with me, Gemini, and I really hope you have a fabulous week.